It's time for SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com with me, Stuttering Craig.
Hey, Mr. Donut Head Man, who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but you better not.
And Daily Destin.
This town needs an enema.
And this week's special guest, Professional Jared.
Wow, you're amazing, dude.
Thanks.
And now, broadcasting from the world's Screw Attack headquarters in Dallas, Texas, it's the SideScrollers.
Welcome back to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
I'm Destin.
And I'm Professional Jared.
Joining us this week for the most entertaining 30 to 45 minutes of your video game week. Hey, it's SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
Tired, but good.
Yes, likewise as well. MacFest was a crazy, energy-draining weekend. How was your weekend, Destin?
Good. Peaceful, quiet. Jared wasn't there.
Okay.
Oh, man, I can imagine it was great. As you can see, or as you can hear, Chad is not with us this week. He had a cat emergency.
Mm-hmm. He's got to go take care of his kitties.
His kitty got neutered.
I was hoping you'd say pussy
on the mouth.
emergency.
Oh.
You know, well, you could have went there. It is a female cat. Whatever.
Whatever. Okay. So Chad's not with us this week, but he will be returning next week.
Yeah.
So don't think he's been cut or anything yet. No, I don't know.
He's going to listen to this later. Huh?
All right. So coming up on the site this week, we have a bunch of MacFest stuff. You'll see a pixel artist, which is incredibly
That guy was
cool.
so cool.
Yes, very
All
very
this
cool
stuff
stuff.
was awesome.
I actually talked to him about potentially when you make the move to the new HQ, about potentially coming in and
Nobody knows about that, by the way.
doing art for a potentially new set, which would be really cool. I'd really like that. Hopefully he'll bring his price down because his prices are ridiculous, but he's really talented. So also, we got the MacFest Museum, which Brian did a phenomenal job. Good job, Brian.
I just watched that video. It was actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool to be able to play around with all those machines again.
Yes, got all the
Or for the first time
it's
ever.
got like clips of history and tells you exactly what the consoles are known for and such. So, kind of like a Wikipedia article on your videos.
Yeah.
You guys sound like you had a lot of fun there.
Absolutely, we did.
It was a great time. We had a really fun weekend. We said hi to a lot of G1s. The G1s were really, really cool. And if you came out to MacFest this past weekend and you said, what's up? What is up? It was a great time seeing you guys, and we definitely look forward to seeing you guys again next year. Your favorite part of the weekend?
I gotta say, my favorite part was being able to do the video game improv show with the guys from PPC Productions, X-Strike Studios, and all of them. I haven't done an improv show in a long time.
Your stuff,
It
man.
felt really, really good, and I guess the show went well, so that's also good news.
Jared
I needed
was the
some.
star.
If you got videos of that, put them up because I want to watch that stuff.
Yes, Jared was one of the stars of the show for sure. That
was all right.
He took the balls of the show and grabbed them.
No.
I prefer fondle, but
Anyways, you did a good job. Also, you'll be seeing the Shack Fu Destruction, which is coming. The cops were called, from what we understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
we're pretty sure on us.
But we were gone.
We were, yeah. We got out of there.
It was a good time nonetheless. Thank you. Thanks, Brendan, over at MacFest for hooking us up, and it was a great time. Look forward to the next show. Also, hey, did you guys hear the rumor about the next death battle?
No.
Mayor Mike Hagar versus Zangief.
Oh, versus Zangief.
It's not a rumor. They showed it.
I know. I was just kidding. All right.
I am excited for that one, for the record.
All right.
I don't know who I want to win, though. I'm like,
I don't know who's going to win.
I'm
They're
very
so
torn on
evenly
it.
matched.
Destin was like,
Does the teacher win, or does the student become the teacher?
Destin looked at me today. He goes, "Hey, who do you think's gonna win this week?" And I go, "I don't know. Why don't you ask Ben?" I was like, "Hey Ben, who's gonna win?" Okay, so that's what's coming up on the site this week. Today on SideScrollers, we have a crap ton of good stuff, including the news desk, forum questions, and the middle segment we'll be talking about a little piece of technology that has made me go, "Wow!" Netflix. Coming up in just a little bit. But right now, it's time for my favorite segment. Your favorite segment.
My favorite.
Everybody in the freaking world's favorite segment. It's time for
Hard news.
All the day's news from this past week. It's time for
See, okay, here's the thing about your cue cards, is that they're not even like, they're all sideways and, look.
Did you just tape over the ones from last week?
Let me look at them. Did
Why?
you just tape
Why
over the
does
ones
it
from last
matter?
week?
How
You taped over from the ones from last week. You couldn't even make new, nicer cue
Show them to
cards.
the camera. Show them.
My first story was taped sideways because I didn't want the words from last week's story to like overlap and confuse me.
It looks like
Anyway.
it's like if you were to look at a wall and somebody had a playbill posted, and then somebody wanted to put another one on top of it, and it was just kind of pasted over the top of it. Really. kind of poorly.
That's
but-
kind of what the gaming news is, right?
Okay, well, give me some gaming
It's like,
news.
oh, that story's over.
Here we go. Let's
Go.
Well,
let's
this one's just kind of a note. Some notes were
not even
found
using the note
from
card right
from a Konami artist who used to work on the Silent Hill series.
Okay.
And he said that Konami disbanded Team Silent, which
Really?
is the people responsible for the Silent Hill series.
Like-
and he's like, if you don't like the current games, Konami's the person to blame because they broke us up. They pretty much fired that whole studio.
When did this happen?
Well, after they were fired, we got hits like Silent Hill Shattered Memories. You guys remember that gem of a game?
No.
The Wii version?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually bought that, and I currently have it unopened on my shelf back home. That's actually
Yeah.
one I really wanted to play, but never really got around to it.
So you bought it, never opened it,
Yep,
and then never played it.
still haven't played it.
Wow.
And
I want to.
They also made Silent Hill Origins and a Silent Hill game that plays similar to an arcade shooter, he said. That's what they've
An
done with
arcade
this.
shooter Silent Hill? That
Yeah.
sounds like an awful idea.
Doesn't that defeat the entire purpose of Silent Hill?
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Well, very recently, like a lot of the Silent Hill games became very combat focused, and I really didn't like that. That's why I really wanted to play Shattered Memories because there was no combat. All you did was run away. It's more like fear based.
is that
and
the
that's
one
what
that
I wanted.
I think we did an out of the box or something on that way back, like when we just started that show?
Yeah, I don't remember.
And you start in a bathroom or something. Brian was the one playing.
No, yeah, you're thinking of what is it? That was that Homecoming?
Was it?
I think it was
Maybe it
Homecoming.
was.
That's a
Silent Hill
PlayStation
Homecoming?
3 360 one.
Okay.
Which again, very combat focused. And
So anyway, I didn't realize that Team Silent was disbanded or anything.
Me neither.
And that may kind of explain why the series just kind of
I'm sure
What
it'll
did it do?
fizzled out.
Oh, okay. Can you do it again? Okay. Cool.
I'm sure it'll come back from some other studio and hopefully better.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Next story.
Why would they disband? Whatever. Okay.
You know the developer behind the Heavy Rain game, Mr. Cage.
Quanta something.
One of the most polarizing
Mr.
games
Cage.
of
Is it David
2010.
Cage?
I think it's David Cage.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, he said Heavy Rain made gaming a more meaningful medium. Yeah. I think somebody's been listening to his own bullshit.
Wow.
For too long, you know.
Get your own head out of your ass,
So
dude.
here's a quote from him. Heavy Rain has and will open doors to other approaches to interactivity in different and more mature ways. Yeah, like when you cut off your own hand and then fuck that one chick. You know?
I'm sorry. I didn't get to that part. What? I'm sorry.
Heavy Rain. You got cut off a finger, and then like a scene later, you're banging some chick.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Like, oh, I just cut off my finger. You want to have sex?
Jeez. Yup.
Yeah.
Jared,
So-
you would just have numbs if that's all it took.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Man, that's amazing.
Okay,
So he's claiming that because of Heavy Rain, people are taking gaming seriously.
Pardon?
So he's claiming because of Heavy Rain, people are starting to take gaming seriously, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is that how
Wow.
he's-
Yeah, his actual quote is, I always said that the success or failure of the game would send a strong message to the industry. This is now done.
Well, but the game, did it fail or succeed? I guess that's.
It sold pretty well, and like the gameplay itself was okay, but as the story medium that he wanted it to be, like this amazing
Yeah.
interactive cinematic experience,
Sure.
the story itself sucked.
The game is so polarizing. Like at MagFest, like there was, I heard several times people talking about crappy games. Like when you're talking about Shaq Fu,
Yeah.
people you go.
People are talking to us. Oh, I like Shaq Fu.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but the same people would go, I hate Heavy Rain. Why don't you have Heavy Rain in the toilet?
I saw somebody who said that like Heavy Rain, like on their top 10 list of games of 2010, it was on there. I'm like, no. If you really look at the story and like break it down, it's not that good.
it's
There's
filled with plot holes.
there's
Like
this
a lot of
problem-
cheats, pretty much.
There's
throughout
this
the narrative.
problem that gaming's been able to get away with, making really shitty stories on top of really good gameplay. And what Heavy Rain was good because the gameplay was like interactive. You were interacting with characters and
It was
stuff.
constant.
But if you watch
quick
that
time.
as a movie, you would be like, what is this crap?
That's a really good way to look at
You
it.
know?
Take away all that gameplay mechanics and just like pretty much like remove all like the little pop-up R1, X circle, whatever, and just look at it as a movie. It's a pretty crappy movie.
Yeah.
All I know is from what we played on Out of the Box, and you know I've seen different things, but it never drew me in enough. I'm not a big plot over gameplay guy, and I know a lot of people are big into you know plot, especially you guys. That's kind of where we differ in gaming, but I was never drawn to it at all, and it looked to me like just a bunch of QuickTime events the entire game.
Fundamentally, yeah.
Cliff Bleszinski said, make a good game with a shitty story and you still have a good game. Make a bad game with a great story and you still have a shitty game.
Quote of the week from Clippy B. There you go. All right.
It still always comes down to gameplay above all else.
All right, what else you got?
All right, last story. Somebody hacked a Kinect to perform surgery.
I'm sorry. I've heard all sorts of hacking Kinect things. I've heard boobies. I've heard Kinect where you can play.
Yeah, we got the
porno stuff.
important ones out of the way first.
Yeah. Okay.
And now we're doing surgery. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, people in the medical profession have been looking for a way to provide force feedback to surgeons because, like, nowadays we have laparoscopic surgery and stuff like that.
This is like the game you play
surgery.
on the Wii.
The trauma center
Yeah,
one?
trauma center.
Yeah.
Well, think about this. You're
real
going
life.
in and you bump a vein. They don't get any feedback right now with the kind of technology they have. Well,
Other
with
than
the
Al?
pardon?
Other than Al.
Well, no, the patient's out. You know, so now if they bump a vein or something, there will be force feedback, and this could prevent them from hitting like a pancreas or something like that.
How are they getting force feedback from the Kinect?
Well, because the Kinect maps out like a 3D visual, and here I got a quote here from the students actually who did
No
it.
cards.
What did they say? Like it because it's low cost, acceptable making for fast prototyping. So they developed a prototype using the Kinect to use the force feedback technology.
Like we've always said, the Kinect technology is incredibly cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't really like. I mean, I don't like what it does for gaming, but if it's going to save my ass and literally save my ass, then cool.
Yeah.
You know?
And they talked about stuff. The pancreas is a very sensitive organ, and like you can get pancreatitis after surgery or something from if you get nicked there.
Yeah.
So like, if doctors have some sort of thing to let them know, hey, get the fuck away from there. You know, that's great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And if the Kinect is helping bring this.
It's okay, so they said they made a camera that allows them to do surgery. Have they actually done a surgery with it yet?
Oh, probably not. They're they're in prototyping right now.
Who would volunteer for that?
They're in prototyping. A cadaver would.
There's all sorts of.
Like he has a choice.
Well, no, it'd be the same principles, right? Except you'd be operating on a dead patient.
Yeah,
so.
there's all sorts of medical science.
I just love the fact that the Kinect seems to be better for everything except games.
Yeah.
Because
That's actually an incredibly way to put it.
Dance Central, the game you guys were playing at MagFest,
It's
that's
the
fun.
only worthwhile
that's
one.
A lot of fun.
The only worthwhile
and
Kinect game.
It's good enough that I kind of would be interested in getting a Kinect if I had the
Really?
room. If I had the room,
Really?
I would get it for that game. It's
Just
good.
for Dance
It's
Central.
good.
That's why I got it.
exercise.
Oh my
it's
God.
good exercise. You can kind of learn how to dance, and it's fun.
If you ever go to a party and dance like that, I swear to God, the chicks will be all over your balls. man.
Well,
Dang straight they are.
much better than I can dance now. I'll say that.
That'd be amazing. All right,
So.
there you go. That's our news for this week. All right, so good job, Destin.
Thanks.
Way to go. High five. Video.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Middle segment.
this past week, I'm trying to think of a good way to set this up. This past week, I was on Xbox, and I saw this thing. I was actually going to download a demo for a game.
Wasn't that booby grabbing one?
Well, listen, it's my personal preference, and I appreciate if you stay away from it. But
I prefer that also.
I asked my wife about something, and,
Oh.
and I saw the Netflix thing on there, and I was like, we'll take a look at it and give it a try, right?
Yeah.
So I went in, and I signed up for a free trial of Netflix,
Yeah.
right?
The 7 or 14-day thing.
Well, it was actually a month, right?
No.
Netflix.com/deathbattle.
Yeah, actually, I was a dumbass and actually signed up for Netflix.com/Xbox
Oh.
because it told me to do that. So everybody go to Netflix.com/deathbattle and allow us to get the referral. Anyways,
And you get 10% discount.
Yes,
so.
yes,
that's actually
which
pretty sweet.
I didn't get because I'm a dumbass. Anyways, so Netflix, it's been out for a long time, and I've always talked about it but never known about it. And this is my first experience with
You've
this
never
thing.
actually had it before?
Never actually had Netflix. This is
wow.
my first go around.
It's been out for like 2 years now?
Been out for a long time.
I've had it since launch, and
Yeah.
I was hooked.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I got it after I saw you using it.
Yeah.
When I was living with you.
And as soon as I started going with it on Xbox Live, I was like, whoa, cable's done. I don't need anything. I don't even need, I don't need HBO. I don't need Showtime. Don't need anything anymore. And I'm paying like $40 a month for those premium channels right now because I really like Entourage and I really like all the shows on HBO.
Yep. Yeah.
But I don't need to anymore because I have everything literally at my fingertips. And the best part about it, I got my iPhone here, right? Did you know that you can actually you can watch your stuff on Xbox Live or watch your stuff on your Wii or PS3 and continue to watch it on your iPhone?
Really?
Yes, like at any time. I was watching the best.
It's like you can watch a movie on there right now.
Yes,
if you
it
wanted
can
to.
stream anywhere, which is like I was like, holy shit.
So like it'll
I
know
did
like
not
where you
know that.
like it'll
That
know
is
where you
really
left
cool.
off.
So check this out. Check this out. I was watching SNL, The Best of Will Ferrell, right? I can just hit resume, right? And it'll take a second to kind of pick up and load it all up. But the video quality is like awesome. and it'll pick up exactly from where I stopped watching it previously on Xbox Live.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so you can just stop when you're at the airport, load up a movie, and all of a sudden you're no longer bored. I mean, like I said, it's still taking a bit to load up, but it'll eventually.
You're
get
on
there.
3G. You're not on the Wi-Fi though.
No, I'm just on
yeah.
a 3G network right now, and
We are one giant advertisement right now.
well, right now it is.
This
But,
Netflix is amazing.
You've seen it. Let me.
well, no,
Look at the phone
well,
quality.
that's actually what got me into it. Was
Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of low quality, but it's on your phone.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, come on, are you serious?
Yeah.
I can watch Will Ferrell.
Oh, this is a good skit.
Be really mean to people. It is pretty funny.
This is one where he's actually just a crazy guy sitting in a
Yeah, the boss of Pierce Brosnan, he like murders his coworkers.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But it's really, really good quality, and I realize it sounds like I'm sounding like a giant advertisement right now.
Yeah.
But the advertisement turned me onto it, and I'm absolutely floored by the technology and the fact that you can hook up all your accounts to your different. Like if I have a Wii in one room, and I have a 360 in another, I can still watch all this stuff and bounce from room to room, watching whatever I want to watch.
that is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, that's really, really neat.
Well, honestly, I didn't even know about that particular function of it until SideScrollers. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, there you go, right there, bam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just really.
That's gonna be great in like an airport or something.
Yeah, it's
you know?
awesome.
He was using that at the airport
Yeah.
as we were coming back from MagFest.
Well, when I was the only bad thing about it is like you can't it streams in real time.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to try to pretty much load up a movie while I was sitting in the airport and then just watch it while I was on the plane.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do that. It streams like in real time, so you can't just like load up in a movie, pause it,
Then take it with you.
and then take it
wherever.
with you and watch it on the plane.
Oh, okay.
So and you can't do that on like your iPad or your computer or whatever. But still, I mean, I don't know.
Most
like,
planes have free Wi-Fi now anyway, so that's being implemented in a lot of planes now.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
So I guess you could stream. It usually costs money, but
I don't know
still.
if it's free Wi-Fi. I think
Yeah,
the
it's
ones
like,
we had
it's
were
like
like
$8, something
yeah.
like that.
Oh, whatever.
But-
If you're on a 16-hour flight, I'll pay them $5.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. And I don't know. I know I sound like a total shill here, but this totally sold me. Like totally 100% sold me. And
So I know you had like the Verizon cable, whatever, because you had several
Fios,
hundred,
yeah.
several hundred channels like ESPN 18 and whatever. So you're saying you're gonna get rid of all of that?
no.
Just hold
I'm
on to
just getting rid of.
Netflix?
I'm getting rid of HBO,
Oh, okay.
Cinemax, Showtime, all those movie channels that I always watch. That
Entourage isn't on there though, like episode by episode, is it?
I don't know, but
I think they had the past seasons.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's not like right up to date. But then you can just go watch the stuff on Hulu.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, and that's
And
free.
Hulu is also available on Xbox and PlayStation 3
Yeah,
now. So.
it's all right there, and I'm sure there's an app that does the exact same thing. Well, anyways, I don't know. I'm just crazy floored by it, and if I had to recommend it, I totally would. And it's only like I think it's $9 a month.
Yeah, it's like
Nine-
eight,
nine or
$9
nine
a
to-
month
whatever.
for just the instant streaming. It's like $8, $9 a month.
Yeah, it's like, are you kidding me? That's incredibly cool. Anyways,
Are you more impressed by the selection they have, or just the fact that you can bring it anywhere with you on your phone and whatever device you have?
The selection is pretty good.
It's gotten better, actually.
A lot better.
Yeah, lately,
Yeah.
especially. They've been doing new releases like weekly, and sometimes they're pretty good movies, like
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Well,
and
the
stuff.
fact that I can pick any episode from like a TV show and watch it anytime and pick it up and keep going. There's a bunch of series. I've never watched 30 Rock.
Yeah.
And
30 Rock is good.
Like I want to go back and watch 30 Rock, and
It's
I
funny
can
you
do
say
that
that.
now. I don't have to go out and buy the shows.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I'm watching Nip Tuck right now, and I've never seen that before, and they have all 6 seasons of that show. It's actually a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Like,
So
don't judge me.
They have like all of Arrested Development on there. They've got
Yeah,
Lost,
watching-
like
yeah.
all of Lost on there.
there you go. Like I've never seen a second of Lost.
There you
I
go.
know
You
that.
can watch all 720 hours of Lost or whatever.
I'm on it. All right. Anyways, okay. So there's my experience with the Netflix. You guys are Netflixers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it as well. Actually,
I pay $9 a month, and I
Yeah.
get 1 DVD.
I don't even get the DVD at all. Like I honestly just get like the instant streaming mostly because like I'll be usually doing something else, whether it's like editing video or working on D&D or
You-
whatever.
You put it on the back.
I'll also have like kind of on and just kind of playing just to have like some sort of background noise so I don't feel so lonely. But just so it's there, I'll like be doing laundry or whatever, and I'll just like fire up an episode or I'll making dinner or something like that. But with like the, I haven't really been buying a whole lot of games lately, so I've been using Netflix on my 360 more than my 360 for games
Yeah.
as of recent.
It's almost becoming like
Oh, I'm gonna get Dead Space.
bigger than a gaming thing.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, okay, so there you go. Also, if you are going to get Netflix, do it the right way.
Here's the advertisement.
Yeah, netflix.com/deathbattle. All right.
You do save money, so
Yeah,
I can stick behind that one.
I was
even
dumb.
though it is a
I freaking
promo for us.
run this place and don't even remember that. Anyway, all right, whatever. All right, so what do we have? Oh, I know what it's time for. That's right. It's you have it this week, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes, that's right. All right, it's time for the SideScroller News Desk.
Hit the music!
Oh wait, I don't need to open my computer. Oh, you go.
All right.
Okay, yes.
All right, I've got mine.
That's why I have the cue cards. I use them once. And
Put it to the side.
Okay, now we just got talking about how Netflix is absolutely amazing on all of our remote devices, on 360 phones and all that.
someone used Netflix to murder somebody else. That's your next story.
Or do surgery.
No, the murder comes
Yeah.
later. However, what other massive mobile device would you like to see watching some sort of video on? Perhaps, say, a huge billboard out on a highway, just a massive 30-foot video. Wouldn't that be great? And wouldn't that be absolutely amazing if someone hacked that and then put pornography on the said video screen?
It would be hilarious.
It sure would. So when drivers in Moscow, Russia, suddenly saw this massive 30-foot by 20-foot electronic highway billboard with very explicit pornographic video being played, I guess there's some accidents and people are starting to
man.
break and things like that.
Oh, he's really giving it. Oh my God!
Yeah, the incident happened near the entrance to the if I pronounce this wrong, I apologize, but the
Russians are good at
Serpukhowsky Tunnel.
Oh,
That sounds right.
Soda Popinski tunnel. Sounds good.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep, all right. But the one woman was saying that she was so shocked and appalled that she couldn't even take video or picture of it.
And turned on his.
I thought you were gonna be like, one woman was saying, "Wow, that's a big."
That's a 30-foot penis.
Well, apparently, like, that video was up there and going for like a good solid 20 minutes
Wow.
before they actually could take it down. And what they're saying is that there's a
Yeah, we just can't figure out how to take this down until I finish.
well, they're saying there's two possibilities of how this happened. One was a bunch of hacker kids, doing some shenanigans and thought they're gonna have a good laugh.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they think it was possibly the rival company of whoever's advertisements were going on that
whatever.
video.
That's. I don't know how things work in Russia, but come on, seriously.
that's
It
what
was
they're throwing out
obviously a
there.
plot by the government
That's amazing.
to cause an accident
Communists.
there, so that an
They're not-
assassination could happen 2
Now,
months away.
yeah, the best part about all this, it went on for 20 minutes. Traffic was slowing down. All this, the local police have yet to receive a single complaint.
That's pretty amazing. The first time I saw like a video
Porn?
billboard, well, this is about the same time. It was about the same time. First time I saw a video billboard was in Orlando, Florida. I remember seeing it for the first time. Actually, it was over by Disney, and I saw the billboards that rotated that had like 3 billboards.
Oh,
in it,
yeah, yeah.
and those were like really cool. And
Yeah.
then like a couple years later, I saw the actual video ones. And that is actually hilarious because I've never actually been that sick or demented to think like that. But now I am, and I would like to, there's a few up the road, and I would like to see that happen.
All right.
So if you can make that happen, that'd be great.
I'll get right on that.
All right, cool.
Speaking of disrupting traffic, we're going to go now to Key West, Florida, where a naked man ran onto a highway US 1 around 1:30 in the morning, yelling, "He's king of the world."
I'm king of the world.
I'm going to go on a limb and say there's alcohol involved here. That or drugs.
You'd be correct in both accounts.
Oh, good.
Investigators say he had been drinking and took LSD
Oh.
before the incident. Now, so he runs out, he's naked, just starts yelling, "I'm king of the world!"
I'd be like, "You sure are, buddy?"
Naturally, the cops show up to try to stop him. So the first deputy shows up, tases the guy.
Oh, no.
The guy pulls out the guy pulls out the prongs and starts walking at the cop.
Oh, really?
Oh, my goodness.
And the second officer there tases the guy, and then he falls over.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the third cop shows up, just kind of like, because they're all responding to the scene. As soon as the third cop shows up, the naked guy sees the other cop, pulls out the second pair of prongs, stands up, starts walking at the third cop.
Oh,
The
my
third
goodness.
cop tases
Sounds
him.
like the T-1000.
And then he finally falls down. That's when they finally handcuff him. And people were saying that as he's being brought into the car, he was yelling that he was made of steel.
Oh, he may have been, or LSD. But, the thing about it though is when you get tased, and this is what I've learned from the movie Hangover, is that don't you when you get tased, doesn't doesn't it actually go into your skin and?
Yeah, it's like little needles that like get shot into it, and it's like barbed, so it's difficult to pull out. And this drunk dude
this guy just yanks him out of him. I mean, come on, he's like bleed. You got to think he's bleeding all
Also
over the
naked.
place.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got his dingus hanging out everywhere. But
Where did they shoot him?
well, it doesn't matter. The fact that he was able to yank it out.
Well, we tried 2 times. He's going down this time.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, that's really impressive. Now, I will. On that note, when you were telling me that story, have you guys seen the new show on Comedy Central with the Onion Sports Network? Have you guys seen
I
that?
have not
I've seen that
Okay.
advertisement.
I saw the funniest freaking bit ever. All right,
Yeah.
and it says it has to do with like the LSD Olympics or something along those lines.
Okay.
But the guy, what they did was they took this guy and he was supposedly on. It's like a real video of this guy on LSD, right?
Yeah.
And he is swiping at evil monkeys. He's just like swiping at them. And the commentary they do on this is absolute genius. And if you can find it on ComedyCentral.com, definitely go find it. But it's hilarious. But they actually kept stats of like how many evil flying monkeys were at him and how many he hit. You know, he was like 100%. You know, he hit 100% of the evil monkey. It was really, really funny. So
Nice.
definitely go find it. All right, what else?
All right, cool story. Next thing,
story, bro.
what is the most mundane household item that you guys can think of that could possibly kill someone?
I would go
Spoon.
Dustbuster. Dustbuster's pretty mundane.
How about a TV remote control?
You know, no, hold on. Yes, that is the most mundane.
All right, well, apparently this guy and his wife got into a very heated argument about whatever, and the guy's watching TV at the time.
Change your own channel.
Well, he got pissed,
It's in the temple.
and he takes the remote and throws it, and just kind of in the direction of the wife, not necessarily at her, but it's kind of in that direction. And it hits her in the neck.
Oh,
neck.
no.
However, this woman apparently had a very rare disease where a certain artery in her neck was especially weak, and that remote control hit it right in that artery, giving her instantly a brain hemorrhage.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So
I bet he feels like a total asshole.
Well, she's
she
dead.
falls over, and like right
So-
away he tries to resuscitate her, and but to no avail. And eventually, unfortunately, she did pass away. And he pleaded guilty and all that. And his lawyers were trying to spin it, like this is a very unlikely chance,
Yeah.
the same thing as like the lottery. He should not be held accountable. But he did plead guilty to manslaughter.
Yeah.
And later they found out that he was hocked up on cocaine.
Oh.
Well, you think he probably regrets that, first off.
Yeah.
Yada.
You would think that he kind of regrets the whole idea of first, is his name like Roger Clemens or Nolan Ryan? I mean, who throws it?
His name is Paul Harvey,
Well, if he's on Paul Harvey, like the talk show guy.
46-year-old electrical engineer.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
There's a guy named Paul Harvey.
No,
who
not
does
the king of comedy. No.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'm sure he feels really bad about arguing over 2.5 Men or whatever that was they were watching.
yes.
Charlie Sheen, it's funny. You be quiet.
Yes, he's got over his problems. Jesus.
There's a reason they've been going for
No,
7 years.
He hasn't.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Okay, last story.
Okay,
Now,
we got 4 this week.
last story.
Better than me.
Now, we've all been with girlfriends and loved ones. Craig, you're married. Now, I'm sure at some point they've all...
Everybody on this side of the table has. Over here. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know.
I'm
Now-
sorry. Everybody on this side of the table has.
Now, there are times, like the previous story, you get into arguments. You have a little quarrel, whatever, but, you make
Throw a
up.
remote at her neck.
Yeah, you make up for it, and, you continue your relationship. What's the breaking point where you would say, I'm not going to stay with this woman anymore?
She chops off my dick.
That's a pretty big breaking point.
Lorena Bobbitt, anybody?
Yeah, I hear you. If she attempted to hurt me,
Hurt? Okay.
yeah, both mentally. No, I can take a lot of mental abuse.
But
Like she tries to stab
But the
you or
physical
something.
pain is where you kind
Yeah.
of draw the line. Okay, well, apparently this guy completely disagrees because he had his girlfriend who set his dick on fire.
I knew it would involve his penis.
Wait, hold on.
I knew it. That's
Hold on.
why I said that.
Hold on. We are 3 out of 4 today. With
Sure
stories
are.
involving a big wiener. Jared.
Whoa, I did not say big wiener.
Listen, Jared.
I'm sure it's
no,
average.
No.
No, this is what happens to be in the
We've got a guy in Key
news.
West where it's warm. We got a 30-foot billboard.
Something's on Jared's mind.
This is what happens to be in the news. This is what I happen to find. Okay, don't give me that.
This is what I happened to
When
look
you
up. Penis stories on MSNBC.
And when you search for gay news stories, this is what pops up, Jared.
Penis-related news. January.
Tell us about the fiery
2011.
cock.
Okay. So, 42-year-old guy and his 29-year-old girlfriend got into an argument about, again, whatever. And apparently they got really upset at one point because she throws...
2.5 men.
she,
Again.
she throws gasoline on his crotch first and then lights it. So there's...
Wait, I thought you said he had her light it on fire.
No. They were fighting.
Okay.
And
So
cocaine
she-
was involved.
No, she just throws gasoline on him,
It's one hell of a throw.
throws a match. I don't know where even she got the gasoline, how he didn't even react in time.
She had a gasoline ball.
Was he wearing
She just-
pants? Why are these people always sitting around naked?
No, they were clothed.
Excellent point.
So he runs outside and starts rolling around on the ground when neighbors finally realize that guy's on fire around his crotchal area. We should probably call the police. So they call the police and they ended up arresting her for what is it?
Setting his penis on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah. But after all of this, she gets out on bail and all that, and the man says this was all a big misunderstanding, and we are going to stand together and work on our relationship.
Bitch, you'd be gone if you
This guy
do
is such-
anything bad down there.
Okay, this guy needed.
We've all heard the term whipped before,
No, no,
right?
no. This guy deserves to have his wiener cut off because he is such a pussy. It's ridiculous.
Hey!
Just the idea that this guy would go back to this woman after setting his manhood on fire. He doesn't deserve to have it. I mean, what a joke. Oh.
They say
I hope he's not messed up down there.
I would.
Like,
I'm sure he's really messed up.
Well, you said he was wearing clothes,
messed up
so,
up here
so
and
maybe,
down here.
maybe
Yeah.
he's all right.
Regardless.
I hope.
I think
That's the
maybe
important
he's just more afraid what will happen if he does leave her.
Yeah. No, we're good. It's still there.
No, I love you. That's good. All right. So is that it?
That's all my stories.
There you go. There's the news desk for this week. Let's make the smooth transition as I open my laptop to
Always
more
smooth.
questions. I know.
She's just like, if you leave me, I'll finish what I started with the fire.
I brought you a sleeping bag.
All right,
made of
first question
chainsaws.
comes from the stuttering Brental nerd and Chad. Jared, what happened to control issues?
Adam and I ran out of time mostly.
Well, you were doing that with your extra time.
Yeah, like Adam and I were doing that completely in our free time, and of course Adam still doesn't have a car, so it's pretty much whenever I can kind of make my way to him. And his current job takes up a lot of his weekend time, so there really isn't a whole lot of time where we're both free to actually get together and film something. Like we still had a crap ton of ideas and all that, but simply put, the technical aspects got into the way, and we haven't been able to create any more since.
Well, they're around.
But
Maybe
yeah,
we'll see more.
we're still around. We still hang out and all that. Just haven't been able to shoot a video.
All right, the Hero Sprite wants to know, when you hear 8-bit gaming, what comes to your mind?
The NES.
The NES. That's what more do you want?
All right. The entertainment guy. Who are the best and worst dancers of the ScrewAttack's?
Oh, you should mention that, the entertainment guy, because we have video
Jared's
proof
the
of
best.
both.
Jared's the best. I thought I was the worst, but no, Craig won.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me?
No, dude, you're the worst.
Listen.
Actually, I always thought Destin was pretty bad, but
I by no means am a good dancer. Not a good dancer by any means.
Have we seen Ben dance?
I was just thinking, like,
Yeah.
I want to see like Ben.
Brian?
I want to see Ben shake up. Brian, that would be hilarious. to
Brian,
see.
you got some rhythm?
A little bit. Okay.
See, okay, but here's the thing. I would like to think I'm pretty rhythmless, right?
Craig's in denial.
But listen, I have fun while doing it. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
When you're dancing, you have fun, and I don't care if I'm good or not. That's the, but then there's people who are very self-conscious about it. Like I would imagine Ben or Nick.
I'm trying to think back to your wedding. I was trying to remember like what kind of moves those other guys were pulling off.
This is what they pulled off.
Yeah.
Just kind of this, you know. But there was a lot of jumping around at my wedding for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't so much dancing. But I would say out of everybody we know, I would say Angel's the best dancer. Just the best natural dancer.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, Angel's pretty good. He's all right.
I'm still gonna go with Jared. I think he's pretty good. I saw his moves on,
When
on the dancing game.
Yeah.
so.
Well, when you get Angel and I together, we tear it up at raves. And
Jared has the
whatnot.
natural like smoothness thing going on, whereas all mine, like, I look like the robot just constantly.
Very jerky.
Yes, very much so. All right, next question from Mr. West. He wants to know, what happened to Reboot or Retro? It was a great idea with all the reboots coming out. It seemed like a perfect show to tell people what they should buy. Well, that's a good question.
Well, what happened to it is, like you said, they're coming out. We haven't seen one in a long time. so.
There were
then-
a select few that came out a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
Really?
There's a lot of reboots out there, and the beautiful thing about that series is that it can come back at any time, and there's still a huge back catalog. So, I mean, whether we touch on like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time for the 3DS.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like that'll be coming out.
They're doing graphical upgrades.
Now,
yes.
one of the best things about that is that was a series that I kind of conceptualized and did, and it just takes so much time to make a stinking episode, and I don't have time to make a stinking episode. So, guess what? Jared's gonna be making some episodes.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be taking over Reboot to Retro real soon.
Yeah, so I'll be helping out with that, but you'll be doing the majority of it.
Yeah, we should probably get started.
Donkey Kong, go.
Bye both.
All right. Final question from Jethro Floyd. What does the ScrewAttack HQ look like from the outside? Now,
Excellent question.
this is a great question as it's asked quite a bit, and we figured it's about time that everybody knows. And as you can see with this video B-roll, it looks like a giant castle with what's the best way you can describe the artillery surrounding it?
Well, we've got 2 laser-guided turrets upon 2 rooks at the northwest and northeast corners that are, again, laser-guided. So once you come towards the front gate, they're already locked onto you. They can rotate 180 degrees. So if you try to run around it, they're going to follow at you, shooting 200 rounds per second. So it's going to be really hard to dodge. If you manage to get yourself around, you're right away finding yourself at the lava pit with pit bulls swimming in them.
They're actually a hybrid that we had specifically made by scientists.
Oh, it was very
So
expensive.
yes,
Very
yes.
expensive, yeah.
And also, there's a legion of ninjas within the castle walls, and so
Well,
if you
some
get
call it
inside,
prison. And,
yeah,
Yeah.
the castle walls. I just picture like barbed wire and like the barbed wire we have up top. So
yeah, which is understandable, you know. Obviously, you must pass the moat with the piranhas before you actually get to the front door. But once you
there's a
get
lava moat and then
Yeah.
the piranha moat.
well, yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's the
Even
lava
once you get
and the piranha.
inside the door, you have to know the key code to the laser grid.
So once you get past all that, I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah.
on the outside,
Well, actually, you
so.
get sucked into the computer and then you have to do some cycle.
Yeah.
contests.
The Tron, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we try to leave that part out, because we are on the internet at all times.
Yeah.
All on the
But
outside.
it's a shame that you guys couldn't see that because this is a video test and we did have B-roll of that, but now
Yeah,
since
you
guys
should
are
really
just-
see all of it.
since you are just listening to this, it's a shame. So, all right, once again,
We have a helicopter pad, too.
The Terminators. Don't forget about the Terminators.
the T800s, not the
Yeah.
T1000s,
Yeah.
the older model.
We have a T-Rex flying
Actually,
a
the
jet just
T900s,
circling.
the ones that look like Arnold.
No, the T800s.
T800s are the old pieces of crap.
I know. Wait, I mean.
I always thought they were the 900s.
Okay, nerds.
My mistake.
Okay.
Listen.
My mistake.
We spent a lot of money on those damn pit bulls. All right, I had to cut corners somehow. All right, so there you go. That is 4 questions for this week. You want to know birthdays? I don't have them because that's Chad's job, and Chad's not here. So if you get mad, blame
Chad
it on
at
Chad.
ScrewAttack.com.
Chad at ScrewAttack.com, indeed. All right, so there you go. That is SideScrollers for this week. Another video test. So hopefully we'll get around to that. Premiering that. We have quite a few things we need to get squared away, but it's in the works, and we're gonna get everything squared. So until next week, hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
I'm Daily Destin.
And I'm Professional Jared.
For SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. Bye-bye.